I'm Robbie Niccum, and I'm the Tigerllili Resources Vice President, and I am so excited to see all of you here tonight. I've heard some of you as I'm walking by. We got some feisty people in the house. But it's awesome. I have never been able to see what goes on in the background to pull one of these off, and it's a lot of work. So if we could give all of the volunteers one more round of applause for their time and their effort. Yes, amazing, a lot of work. Thank you so much. Okay, so from the time that I heard and understood the terminology of sex trafficking, I developed a burning passion for freedom from it. And a faith and a hope that we can bring an end to it. So the story of how Meredith and I came together, it was no coincidence. And when she told me about Tigerllili Resources, I immediately became a supporter. Like you here tonight, you are supporting in this fight against sexual exploitation and trafficking. When I changed my position from a supporter to a partner, I had a new peace, because even though I am not feet to the street like Meredith, I am now involved in the fight as a team member. Later, Meredith invited me to be on the board, and my answer was, girl, I will not make cold calls, and I will not ask for money. Right, I know. And they laugh because I have been known to make Facebook videos asking for finances for specific purposes. So I remember about a year ago, I had this huge want. I hoped for $110 a month partners. And at that time, a year ago, $1,000 a month would have covered our operating expenses with a little bit of wiggle room for pop-up emergencies. Those were cute days. But we were blessed with your individual supporter donations and larger grants, and so grateful for them. Their timing and what we accomplished through them was incredible. Our expenses have exponentially grown because we have grown in our offerings. We have moved from a one-room empowerment center to 6-room empowerment center, an emergency placement home in Jerseyville, a new placement home 45 minutes south of Atlanta. We've recently been certified in an intervention program called Ending the Game, and coming soon, a work training program. And this is for the girls to learn their life skills so they may become independent, giving them the tools to reduce their chances of returning to the life. And while we have the freedom to gather here tonight, I think there's bets on whether I'm going to make it without crying. I'm fighting for this. Okay. While we have the freedom to gather here tonight, less than 40 minutes from here, in our city of St. Louis, there are people, human beings, living through traumatic experiences that most of us cannot fathom, and they need our help. So I'm asking you to switch your role from a supporter to a partner, a team member, to become a monthly part of changing lives. And every dollar matters. From the septic tanks at the safe house to our social enterprise, every dollar matters and it counts. I know my time is running out, but hear me when I tell you, you cannot outgive God. As the story in Mark says, the widow gave less than a penny's worth, but it was what she had. So whether we give from poverty or wealth, what you give to reach his people, he exponentially multiplies it, turns it around, and blesses you, the giver. I've seen it time and time again. So I pray if you feel a tug in your heart, that you'll trust it and not ignore it, and join our mission of sharing the love of Jesus, the hope of freedom, from now until the day that we can finally say, sex slavery used to be a thing. Thank you.